James Melendez, we have this wine next, Junius Lindsay Vineyard, GPS wine, coming from North Carolina. I'll tell you all about it in a moment. Stay tuned. Junius Lindsay is the great-grandfather, I believe, of the current owner, which is Michael Zimmerman, and the vineyard is named after him. So it's really nice to see wines like this. Now, I don't know the breakdown. I'm assuming it's a higher percentage of Grenache to Petit Syrah to Syrah, and looking at the coloration of the wine itself tells me that this isn't really not exposing too much on the Petit Syrah side, because it would be a very, very dark wine. It's a dark red wine, but it's not really that dark, black, inky red wine that you might get from a Petit Syrah focused wine. So to me, this is really giving that characteristic note to the wine, but it's not really, oversharing, so to speak, in terms of Petit Syrah characterization. The Syrah and the Grenache have a lot of say in the matter, so to speak, in terms of how the wine characterizes. Now, this wine, I was introduced to this wine from the NC Wine guys, and they put together this fantastic program. I'll put more information on their website right down below so you can look at what they're doing. They're passionate about North Carolina, and that's a great thing. And I really appreciate that, because they really helped me to taste more North Carolina wines than I ever had before, though they only be 3 wines. Even though we're in the same country, it's really hard to get wines from one region to another, especially being in California, where California is a very dominant wine, produced wine. So in California, while you can get a lot of wines from around the world, it's really peculiar. You get very few, say, wines from other parts of the United States in California. But I think it's really a privilege to taste these wines. So the NC Wine guys are Joe Brock and Matt Kimberling. And I think, hats off to them to doing this great job and to giving me this memory and experience of North Carolina wines. So here we go. Now, this is a 2015 vintage GPS Junius Lindsay Vineyard, North Carolina, and this wine is, I believe, 12.9% ABV, Yatkin Valley, 2015 vintage. Here's a back label for you to look at here. And I'm not sure the bottle price point. I try to note that, but I'll put more information on the producer down below so you can reach out to them and see what they're selling these wines for. Now, this wine is nicely characterization, and I like this. To me, I get a lot of playfulness from this wine in terms of that Grenache characterization. Beautiful capture, by the way. I was a bit skeptical because one of the first NC wines that I tasted was just okay. Note to self was, don't judge one bottle for the entire region or the entire state, because that is not the whole story. It's keeping an open mind. And I look at pictures, I looked at Michael Zimmerman. So, when you look at people, obviously that they're producing the wine, versus when you think about it without a picture, without knowing that. Sometimes we don't get the knowledge that obviously there is a human face to that. And with that comes my desire and my duty to be very careful and really want to highlight the producer themselves and giving them full respect that they deserve. So on this wine here, this is a 92.1 Grenache characteristic, really comes through nicely, evenly. So this is giving a nose of red cherry, spice box, and a bit of sweet cedar notes. Gorgeous. Next, the palate characterization. So this wine is, dried cherry notes, as well as white pepper, crushed herbs, and a bit of violet notes on the finish here. Nice age to this bottle, and I think it's a really sublime, beautiful, gorgeous characterization and snapshot of Yatkin Valley, North Carolina GPS wine. So it's that run representation in North Carolina. Again, more information on the producer down below. Questions and comments can be listed there. The like button's down there, so please hit that button. Right up here is the subscribe button to see the latest videos that I am producing. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. Santé.